You see how important it is to serve the Lord? The Lord said it's better to go through life without an eye than to go to hell. The Lord said it's better to go through life without a member of our body, without one of the members. It'd be better to go through life without a member of our body, our foot, or whatever it is. It'd be better to do that than to go to hell. Hell's a bad place. How many sins do we commit with our eyes? People get into debt by looking at something they shouldn't be looking at. Get into slavery. When Sister Noyes and I was at college, I had an old 54 Plymouth. I'd sold my car so we could get the money to go to college. I had a 71 Ford Torino, and I sold it, and there was an old 51 Plymouth in pretty good shape, and I bought that old 51 Plymouth to go to college. Didn't have any money. We ate peanut butter and jelly till I thought I was getting cancer or something in my stomach. I had stomach trouble because we ate peanut butter and jelly morning, noon, and night, and for snacks. Didn't have any insurance on that car. I didn't drive that car. I left it parked in the garage unless I just had to drive. I couldn't afford insurance. We went to the hospital to see a lady. Driving down the road, looked over there, and there was this red and white motorcycle in this used car lot. I said, let's stop and look. I didn't have any business stopping and looking. But let's stop and look. She said, yeah, let's stop and look. Well, we stopped and looked. There that thing was. Them chrome mufflers coming down both sides. That fairing on the front of it, and that windshield, $650. I said, let's take it for a ride. She said, yeah, let's take it for a ride. And I said, well, we really don't have any business doing this because I guess we could save some gas. If we bought it, I guess we could save some gas. Yeah, we could save some gas. But I said, no, I don't think we can afford it. She said, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Man, I drove out of that parking lot, the owner of a 51 Plymouth and a Yamaha motorcycle. Just because I looked. I got in debt. I couldn't afford that thing. Now it worked out. We were able to pay it off. We had to scrimp and save, and we paid it off. And yeah, we saved some gas on something we spent $800 or $900 for. The eyes. How many of you women know you shouldn't buy that dress? You shouldn't be looking at that dress. You used to talk about women about a hat, but they don't buy no hats anymore. That's too biblical. But the devil used their eyes, don't he? Well, he used Esau's eyes. He looked at that pottage. It was red. There's so many folks today. I understand pornography is a terrible thing. It's people use their eyes to sin against God. They're trading their soul for a picture. A wicked, ungodly, dirty picture. Something they know they shouldn't be looking at, and they're trading their soul for it. Alcohol. Proverbs 23:31. Listen about the eyes. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. I read a commentary on this. He said that when it's red, he said wine, I guess this guy knew, I don't know. But this guy said wine, when you pour it in a glass, if it's good wine, it's just really red, and it's just really, he said, I guess by the color of it, it's desirable. And the Bible says, don't even dare to look at it, because it'll tempt you. One of the lessons Christians must learn is to look away. Remember Esau. He despised his birthright. He gave into the flesh. He gave into his eyes. He began to lust after this food. He should have looked away. Listen, let me ask you something. Is Satan tempting you with something tonight? Sometimes all we need is just a nudge. Call somebody and say, pray for me. Sometimes all we need is just to say a prayer and ask God, say, strengthen me, Lord. I know I shouldn't do this. Stop me from doing this. Sometimes all we need to do is go to the altar. Sometimes all we need to do is just have enough courage and dedication to get up and go to church. We need to get through the moment. We need to get through the day so we can be stronger for God and we can have God's blessings the rest of our life. One last thing. People need to endure the crisis of pride. Genesis, the 25th chapter, verse 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Esau convinced himself that he was making the right decision. Think about that. He reasoned with himself. He said, what good is my birthright if I die? He wasn't going to die. I don't think he was going to die. But you see, he wanted that pottage. He was weak. That's true. He was weak. He was about to faint. He was not going to die, but he reasoned with himself and he convinced himself that he had to have it. And if he didn't have it, that pottage, that birthright was not going to do him any good.